Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lysha from Lysha Be Creative, and today's tutorial is actually not really a tutorial for a tumbler, but I'm actually going to be showing you how I clean up my cups and package them so that they're ready to go out the door to the post office to their brand new customers. So of course everything I use in today's video will be listed down in the description box down below, as well as any discount codes that I may have for you, and of course all of my links to my social media. So before you go though, make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I upload videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and you don't want to miss future tutorials. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's tutorial. Alright, so I want to show you guys kind of a little bit of the behind the scenes that you typically don't see when I'm creating my tutorials. So once your cup is finished and the cup is completely cured, it's been sitting on my turner for 3 days, I'm ready now to package up my cups. And so before I can package them up and get them out the door to the post office, I have to clean the inside and make sure I don't have any epoxy on the top rim, the inside of the cup, and make sure that the stainless steel inside the cup looks just as good as it did when I opened it from the package. So I'm going to show you kind of the process of how I clean cups. And so what I use is I use a combination of pure acetone as well as another product which I'm going to introduce. So in that little push bottle there is what I have, pure acetone, which you can pick up from any hardware store. I typically get mine from Walmart in the large like gallon size can you can get. And just using a bit of paper towels and the pure acetone, you're able to get any sort of overspray you may have gotten inside of your cup when spray painting. So I use that to clean the inside of my cup, making sure I don't have any leftover spray paint, and then go along the sides of my rim with my craft knife to make sure I'm getting off any bits of epoxy off of the rim and off the inside of the cup. So obviously we want this cup to look just as good as it did when we took it out of the package, and so taking this time to clean up the cups is really important when it comes to packaging your items for your customer. So this one got quite a bit of overspray inside of the cup, and so I'm going to want to really make sure that I spend a bit time here getting all of that spray paint out from the inside of the cup. Spray paint can be pretty tough and pretty stubborn sometimes to get off the inside, so you can use things like lemon essential oil. I've heard has worked really well. Not something I've tried before, but certainly maybe something I'll try in the future. Or you can use a product that I like to use, which is called Goo Gone, which typically is used for when you get sort of paint and things on your hands, but it does just as good of a job on the inside of a cup. So again, just going over that top and bottom rim, or that top rim, excuse me, and using my craft knife to get off any bits of epoxy that may have gotten on the inside of the cup. So of course, once I am finished cleaning up all of these cups, getting out any overspray, any glitter that may have gotten on the inside, and cleaned up any of the epoxy that's on the rim or inside of the cup, I am also going to take these upstairs to wash them. Make sure that you're washing your cups with soap and water and really making sure they're thoroughly cleaned, especially if you're going to be using acetone, in the event that when your customer receives their cup, they're so excited that they literally whip out that cup and put their favorite drink inside the cup. I always like to make sure that each of my cups gets a nice fresh bath before I package them and send them off to their new happy customers. So this final cup right here is one that I needed to use a combination of both the acetone and the Goo Gone. So once I was kind of using the acetone, I realized that I still had kind of that overspray look inside the cup, and it looked a little bit cloudy. So I take that upstairs, and before I wash it, what I end up doing is I use a little bit of this product called Goo Gone. And that is able to literally come off so clean for that cup. I just use that on a paper towel or a magic eraser, and it comes off beautifully. So of course, as soon as that is finished, I'm able to then wash them with soap and water and then get them ready for packaging. So this is the way that I like to wrap my cups so that they're ready for packaging. So I use a piece of tissue paper, which you can buy in large packs from the Dollar Tree, or certainly get them from Amazon or anywhere else that you can kind of think of for your packaging supplies. And I like to roll my tissue paper around this in a nice, clean kind of cylinder roll. I use a cute thank you sticker that I purchased from Amazon, and then stuff the topper in there to put the top on top to secure it. Okay, so now for what you've been waiting for. So a couple of things that I like to use when it comes to packaging. So first things first is the U.S. Postal Service will send you free boxes. So I definitely encourage you, if you're someone who is looking to save money in any way, shape, or form, a great way to do that is to get free boxes right from the post office. So you can go to USPS.com. I will link that down in the description, and you can get free packaging from them. They'll send you a pack of 25 of these priority shipping boxes, and then you can make sure that you have boxes for every order that you need to send out. The one thing about these boxes is you do have to make sure that you are shipping these priority. They can't be shipped ground. They have to be shipped priority because they are priority mail boxes. But if you already ship priority anyway, this is a great way to save on some packaging supplies. Additional things that I like to use inside my packaging is packing paper, which you can buy off packs on Amazon as well as Uline and other shipping places. Also, I like to, when I have it available, wrap my cup in bubble wrap when I have some available before I sort of add my thank you card, my business card, and the straws and any additions that need to be added. Finally, I love to use crinkle paper. You can certainly make crinkle paper yourself, or you can get it pretty inexpensively like I do from the Dollar Tree in loads of different colors. And then finally, once I've done that, I like to put a piece of packing paper on top before I seal this up and it's ready to go. So as I mentioned before, I can typically get boxes free from the post office, and I do also package my boxes with some boxes that I purchased from Amazon, and I will link those down in the description. But there are so many different places, which I'll also make sure to link a bunch of different packing supply places that really have inexpensive packaging supplies down in the description box to help you out to find sort of what is going to be your go-to packaging and going to be something that you can make sure you're going to be able to find the best deals on. So I want to show you another way that I like to package for some of my larger items. So because I don't only just sell tumblers, I also sell t-shirts and other items. I do have larger packaging that I like to use when it comes to mailing these items together. So I'm going to show you again how I wrap my tumblers. Super easy, super quick, using that piece of tissue paper, just placing my cup kind of at the corner end of the tissue paper and then rolling as tightly as I can that tumbler all the way around with that tissue paper, and then tucking that bottom end up first, which usually is the toughest part. I actually struggled with this for quite a while, getting a nice straight kind of bend or fold there, if you will. Bending that section up and then continuing to roll in that kind of cylinder burrito style there, and then adding my sticker to secure that, and then tucking in that top and securing the lid on top. So these packages I purchased from Staples, but you can purchase them from other places, which I will be sure to link in the description box. But I love these because they're flatter and not as bulky as like the next size up for the USPS boxes. So I really like these because they do fit a pretty decent amount of items, which I love, and they're pretty flat. So it makes it easy for me when I'm having to lug packages into the post office a few at a time and not having to worry about having these huge bulky boxes kind of in my hand as I'm trying to lug everything in. So these packages kind of look like little care packages, which are so cute, and I actually really like to use these when I am doing any sort of giveaways, or if I'm doing like mystery box themes, which I have done in the past. And so these have kind of been my go-to. So I will definitely link them down in the description box for where you can purchase them from Staples, as well as a couple other places that have similar sizes to this as well. So I package these just the same way as I normally would. I use some packing paper down at the bottom to kind of create a little bit of cushion there, and then start to load in my items. Any of my soft items will go down first. That way I can make sure that my cup has a nice, secure kind of place to lay, and then I'll take my tumbler and wrap that with a bit of bubble wrap that I have just from some leftover packaging that I've received from Amazon and other things. Wrap that up and get that secured, and then lay that next on top of that shirt. Here is when I just add any additional items that are going with the package. So in this order, I had a couple of pens I needed to add, and so I added those, as well as the pen care card and some additional ink inserts as like freebies for this order. And so once I am done kind of packaging all those items, of course you're going to want to add your thank you card, your business card, and anything else that you send with your packaging before kind of securing this all up. So again, going back in with that crinkle paper and just kind of adding that over top, and then finally taking another piece of packing paper just to kind of secure everything up so you don't have a lot of jostling and rolling around when it comes to the its shipping and when it's, you know, kind of being, you know, traveling across the country. So I like to make sure that I have things pretty secure so that I run into less issues, hopefully, with any damaged items happening during the shipment process. A couple extra things that I like to do that you can do that aren't necessary is I usually always add a fragile sticker, and then of course another thank you sticker, and one that I made with my thermal labor printer that just has my business name and just a little handmade note. Sometimes when I have these lying around too, I like to add just a couple of stickers to kind of the front of the packaging, and again, it just gives that unique look, but really to each their own. Whatever you kind of choose to do is completely up to you. So the final thing I need to do is get my packages all labeled. So I use Pirate Ship. It is free to set up an account with Pirate Ship, which I absolutely love. So really easy and simple to be able to walk through the steps to set up my packages and get them ready to go with my labels printed. So I love using this, and there are plenty of other packaging services that you can go through as well, but I do love that I get some great deals with Pirate Ship that I definitely wouldn't get if I was going right through the postal service. The other thing I love about Pirate Ship is that it gives me an option to use either USPS or UPS, so I'm always getting a fantastic deal when it comes to the shipping labels for my packages. Finally, of course, I'm going to buy and print my label using my Mun Bun thermal printer, and then of course I will add these labels to my packages and get them right off to the post office. So I know today's video was a little bit different for the channel, but I really do hope that you enjoyed today's packaging video. And definitely make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And of course, leave any comments or questions down below. So I will see you guys in the next one.